I've been spending the last, I don't know, maybe week trying to figure out how I'm going to respond to these kinds of claims, because I don't think the way that I have been responding is resonating with people. So this, I think, is how I'm going to approach this, because most people come from what they see in quotes and what they see in the news, and I'm coming from a lot of my research that I do every single day. I would like you to personally and internally, just quietly by yourself, compare your methods of political research to mine. I'm not saying this as oh, I do everything better than you. I'm saying this as a way for you to understand where I'm coming from when I make my videos. Every single day I get emails, comments, PMs, all asking me to look something up. And when I do, I put it in a spreadsheet that looks like this. I'll respond to that person, or if it's a comment, I'll make a video. And here's the thing, I don't want to toot my own horn, but you can see that there's a lot of information here. And it continues. And as a result, not only do I have facts about individual stats, but I have ways to compare them with each other. On my channel, I look up to see what political parties are more likely to cause specific legislation to be passed, which allow different types of stats to exist. For example, blue states are less likely to have high suicide rates than red states are. But that's not all I do on my channel. I also look up legislation on the federal level. I have a big old spreadsheet that has all major pieces of legislation that goes through Congress, and you can say whether or not you agree with it. And then what it does is it takes the votes of every single House representative on every single piece of legislation and compares it to what your preferences are. And it literally gives every single member of the House Representatives a grade. That's right, all 435 of them it will look at and track for you based on what you believe. And these spreadsheets don't come easy. I have to look up every single bill, look up who votes on every single bill, how they vote. I have to also figure out what these bills actually say instead of just what the news says that they say. What I have found is that the Democrats, who I may not agree with as much because they're far less progressive than I am, they still don't side with conservatives more than they side with progressives like the internet says. That's just not a real thing that happens. And here's the thing about this. This is what I do. Like, this is a passion of mine. This is the thing that I do every day. I'm not saying that I know more than you, but I am saying that I do a lot of research. And when you make claims like this, I would like you to present an equal or greater amount of research to support your claim.